Hey everyone, I'm your host Davia, and if you're looking for easy, affordable spring and summer vacation destinations from right here in Eastern North Carolina, you're in luck. Andrew Shorter, the airport director for Coastal Carolina Regional Airport, is here to share some great travel options and explain the benefits of flying local. Andrew, thank you for being with us today.
Yes, thanks for having me. Great to be here.
Of course. So what are some of the benefits of flying out of the Coastal Carolina Regional Airport?
Yeah, you kind of nailed it in the intro there. It's your local airport. It's a regional airport. And what that does is really give people access to the world, quite frankly. American Airlines services the Charlotte hub, and from the Charlotte hub, you can go practically anywhere. And then we've also have a new, what they call a nice low-cost airline, Breeze Airways, and they operate direct flights to and from Orlando, Florida, and Hartford, Connecticut. But really, that's Central Florida and the New England area. You can go down to New York City quite easily from there. Of course, the public transit is much more robust than we have in our area. You can get to the beach up there in about 50 minutes, and the beach up there, completely different coastline to begin with, completely different history, but you can go whale watching, things like that. You can get to southern Boston pretty easy, or Boston in particular. So yeah, that's a great destination as well, but not as well known as Florida. So I think the first one that comes to mind for Orlando is Disney World.
Yeah.
You know, that's what people think of. But there's a lot of other theme parks there, and I'm actually from that area, and the expansion that's happened in, you know, the last 50 years is tremendous for that area. So it's almost unlimited things you can do there, because you can get to Tampa in about an hour, maybe a little over an hour, and then you can get to the East Coast, what they call the Space Coast in that area, in about the same hour time frame. So you can be to either coast in an hour from Orlando. Outside of the theme parks and things, it's a nice vacation spot. Golf courses galore, of course. And then also the older parts of Florida in that area are very interesting. Winter Park has an old downtown area that's, you know, has the old Florida charm.
Awesome. So how would you say like flying local compares to like traveling hours to get to a bigger airport or like a road trip, for example?
You know, this area, it's easy to get around. There's not a ton of traffic, so you can get to the airport easy. We have close-in parking, so it's very easy to navigate, but you're probably not more than a couple hundred yards from the entrance to the airport, almost anywhere in our parking lot. And then once you get in, the lines are shorter for clearing TSA. And then once you're in the system, you get on the plane, and whether you're going to Charlotte in the hub to change planes and get to where you're going, you're already in the system. And then if you're going to take one of the direct flights, it's really incredible that you can be to either of these locations in about an hour and a half.
Where can people go if they just want to learn more information or to book their flights?
So flyewn.com, and you can access, we have a travel planning tab that'll get you to a booking site, or you can go on any of the other myriad booking sites available online and book your flight. I do recommend when people travel, they download the app for their particular airline that they're flying on, because the airlines are very good nowadays about push notifications. So if your flights are changing, people rightly get upset sometimes when flights change, but because of weather or something. But you know, rest assured they're doing it for a 100% safety reason. You know, we say pack your patience when you're traveling, and realize that everything's based on safety in air travel for sure. It's still statistically the safest form of travel. Download your airline app. They'll let you know if there's any delays, and then you can plan around that from there.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for sharing, Andrew.
You're welcome.